dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
And good evening, I'm Jim Freeman. Severe thunderstorms prompted the National Weather Service to issue some tornado warnings in eastern Kentucky, southwest Virginia, and northeast Tennessee tonight. Let's check in with meteorologist Cameron Aaron on the first alert weather day. Cameron?
Yeah, Jim, the good news, no severe weather warnings in place across the mountains right now, but we are still tracking some strong to severe storms at this hour over portions of eastern Kentucky. As you can see, a line of heavier showers and storms pushing off to the west or off to the east at this hour over portions of Perry County into Knott County, into Letcher County as well. Also extreme northeastern Harlan County. Just a heads up in Hindman down towards Whitesburg. No severe weather warnings in place, but some heavy rainfall, some gusty winds are possible. Also tracking some heavy rainfall now in Lee County, Virginia, just to the east of Pennington Gap, and also some heavier showers now over portions of Dickinson and Buchanan County as well. We'll put a track on this little heavier cluster of cells moving into portions of Knott County. This is pushing off to the east around 35 miles per hour. So just a heads up if you live in places like Dorton over towards Pikeville. Eventually this will be in your neck of the woods as well. So just a heads up in Wayland 1119, Dorton 1131, and just close to 1140 over in Pikeville as this line of showers and storms continues pushing off to the east. The good news, once this batch of showers moves through, just some light rain on the backside of this as a cold front will continue pushing into the mountains, and some drier air is on the way by Monday. Also some cooler air, all that and more coming up in just a few minutes. Jim?
Cameron, thank you, and hats off to you for a great job tonight, along with Evan Hatter and, of course, our chief weathercaster, Brandon Robinson. Warm weather can bring many critters like snakes out of hiding. Before you encounter any snakes slithering around your property, staff with the Kentucky Reptile Zoo are looking to equip people with the information they need to prevent them from making a harmless situation much worse. WYMT's Alyssa Williams has more.
As the weather heats up, venomous and non-venomous snakes may be lingering around your property and looking for a place to hide.
A lot of people get themselves in trouble if they don't realize the snake could be there, or they intentionally come in contact with the snake. So it's just one of the other things that you have to be smart about or aware of when you're enjoying time outside.
Staff with the Kentucky Reptile Zoo in Powell County say snakes prefer to hide in small enclosed spaces.
So places that humans would see a lot that have good cover for snakes would be things like firewood piles, underneath things like dog bowls or toys that were left outside, underneath tarps, piles of leaves and sticks or just natural debris. Those are all good hiding places for snakes.
Kentucky Reptile Zoo co-director Kristen Wiley says if you are bitten by a non-venomous snake, you would treat the wound like any other. But a venomous snake bite requires an immediate trip to the hospital.
If you're concerned that you might not know what kind of snake it is, you will know if venom has been injected into you because it is going to hurt a lot, especially in this area. The snakes we have, their venom causes a lot of pain.
Lead zookeeper Kat Dale says if you encounter a snake while outdoors, it is best to leave it be.
Snakes are important to have around. It is not good to just kill them for the sake of it because they play an important role in the ecosystem. They eat rodents. They also eat the parasites that rodents carry, so things like ticks are reduced by the presence of snakes, so they do have a role to play.
Helping to keep everyone, including snakes, safe from unwanted interactions. In Slade, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Thank you, Alyssa. If you would like to learn more about the native snakes in the area and to see which are venomous versus non-venomous, you can go to our website at WYMT.com. After the hazard fire that destroyed an apartment building housing dozens of people, many community members are finding ways to help victims recover. Fire victims are now staying in a hazard hotel. They received clothing, food, and other supplies from various organizations. Nonprofit Roscoe's daughter, founder Kate Clemens, says it was important for her to support people in her hometown.
It's really important to me that all of the families here know how loved and supported they are by everyone in the community and that they're not alone and that we will get through it together.
There's not been any official word on what led the apartment building to catch on fire. Staff at the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says drivers who use Kentucky 15 between Hazard and Whitesburg will encounter lane restrictions starting this week. The Highway Department says crews will begin a bridge deck repair by installing a barrier wall between the north and southbound lanes along the bridge. KTC leaders say temporary signals will be placed along the route. That work is scheduled to start Tuesday and will continue each weekday during daylight hours. It is expected to wrap up by December. In Lexington, Juneteenth is being celebrated most of this month. WYMT's Alexa Minton takes a look at what all is planned.
It has officially been 3 years since Juneteenth was officially declared a federal holiday. But in Lexington, Juneteenth celebrations will last more than just one day. The city of Lexington is hosting events starting on June 10th until June 25th, welcoming community members of all backgrounds to get involved.
Being able to celebrate and just be informed about the inclusion of everybody and kind of shaping what we now know as Lexington, and just paying homage and really just kind of championing those that have been marginalized and underserved for years.
Marcellus Barksdale is one of the co-founders of Soul Feast, a 10-day celebration of Black culinary culture, highlighting Black restaurants, farmers, and chefs, all based in central Kentucky. 13 different Black-owned restaurants are participating in the week, each of which will offer a $10 entree, featuring ingredients sourced directly from Black farmers through the support of Black Soil Kentucky.
It's kind of one of those things where, supporting local is great, but also, too, kind of taking that a step further and supporting, Black and brown businesses, entrepreneurs, really goes a long way.
Juneteenth flags will be placed along parts of Main Street beginning June 13th, showcasing the city of Lexington's support of the historic celebration.
Everybody's got a responsibility, right, to support each other, to support the community, and Juneteenth is essentially celebrating, Blackness.
In Lexington, Alexa Minton, WKYT.
Thank you, Alexa. Young artists from across the Commonwealth moved on to the University of Kentucky's campus today. WYMT's Samantha Valentino shows us they're attending Kentucky Governor's School for the Arts.
The Governor's School for the Arts is a residential arts program for some of Kentucky's brightest young creative minds.
Nick Kovault is the executive director of the Kentucky Governor's School for the Arts. He's spending his Saturday helping the class of 2023 move in for the 3-week session. Every day, the students will be in classes or in studio under the guidance of expert faculty, learning about 9 different core art forms and how to use creativity to better society.
And we're also living and learning together as well. So we have a robust residential life component of the program. Students actually live in a dorm here on UK's campus for the first time, get that college experience.
The program provides college scholarship opportunities for the students as well, and the entire program is offered tuition-free, making it the largest tuition-free arts program of its kind in the entire country.
It is such a vital and important part of the program that students don't have to pay a dime for this experience, and it also really allows us to truly bring together a community of young artists from across the state of Kentucky.
Kovault says a big part of the program is showing students that they're talented artists, and they are more than capable of pursuing a career in the arts in the future. Living proof of that lesson, Lexington's own Colton Ryan, the GSA alum, is living out his dream on Broadway, starring in New York, New York.
Colton is just one example of just what our young artists in Kentucky are capable of and how important it is to affirm and support our young artists.
In Lexington, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
Thank you, Samantha. In Western Kentucky, the rain did not deter people from attending the sizzling summer car giveaway at Fleeland at Bowling Green. The giveaway requires no purchase to be entered, to enter, and can be done at Fleeland. 3 finalists will be drawn every weekend for the remainder of the summer, all adding up to 100 finalists. In September, after all the finalists have been announced, they will do a final drawing to name the winner, and that person will be able to walk off the Fleeland lot with a new car.
We thought it would be something fun for the summer for travelers coming to Bowling Green to stop into Fleeland and get a chance on winning a car. Bowling Green is a very car-oriented city, with Corvette being here and all the car shows going to Beach Bend. And we just think it's going to be a tremendous promotion to give away a free convertible Camaro.
Fleeland has done giveaways like this in the past, but have never given away a car, let alone a convertible. Today saw the return of the annual Blessing of the Bikes in Burke's Garden, Virginia. Bikers gathered at their local community center to receive a blessing for their motorcycle and a prayer for their safety on the road. In addition to blessings, they also gave out Bibles and biker pins as well as a hot dog lunch 4 pastors helped to bless each bike.
We have some people who tell us we have been here every year. We love the event. We love the camaraderie. They like to be involved with other bikers. It gives them opportunities for new ministries.
Wallace adds this is the 21st time they held this annual event, which got its start in 2002. He says they plan to hold this event again next year around the second Sunday in June. Coming up at 11, heavy rain and winds in the Dallas area today.
Plus, we are tracking spotty showers and cooler air on Monday. All those details coming up in just a few minutes.